Hey guys, welcome back. So been pretty busy leading up to Christmas, and there is quite a lot to do on the cars still, as you probably remember from last time. And the E39s that are currently sat outside are looking rather muddy and unloved at the moment. But I am hoping, with the help of this early Christmas present from Febby Bilstein, to be able in the new year, or even over Christmas time, if I'm allowed some time off, to crack on with the, I think it was a thumbs up, to crack on with the cars and hopefully get them back to a reasonable standard. So the touring at the moment handles like I'm trying to think of a funny analogy here that doesn't sound rude, but basically it doesn't handle very well. The back end is all over the place. The subframe bushes are shot and the arms are shot. Basically, it just needs a complete refresh. Also, the 540 had its MOT not that long ago, so that also needs a bit of work. And the 4.6 IS engine also needs a few parts. So I've been in touch with Febby Bilstein, and they've been really good and basically asked me what do I need to carry on with the project. And they've sent me this big box, so I'm going to jump into it now and look at all these nice shiny new bits that I've got to put on my not so shiny car out there. Let's jump in and see what I have ordered. Merry Christmas. Right, so the Touring, as I said, has a rather wobbly rear end. So this should help with that. So some new arms. So that's going to be really good. And then I've already got a bunch of other things from Febby Bilstein. The rear subframe bushes will do a massive bit to help that as well. The rear airbags as well, suspension airbags, I've got some of those. Some new brake hoses for the 540 because on the MOT it was picked up that they needed doing, so that's really good. I've got some new brake pads because they needed doing. I've also got some new discs sat waiting in the garage to go on as well. Right, what else have I got? I've got, so the 540, as I mentioned, has some creaky steering. Christ, it sounds like my cars are rather tired. So hopefully this steering arm will help with that, because I believe the creaking is coming from the bushes. Whether it's this or the actual main piece of it, I don't know. Right, an idler pulley for the 530D out there because it's got a bit of squeaking going on. New belt, hopefully that will help as well. I also have a fuel filter. Alright, so also I have a water pump for the 530D out there because I bought it with a lack of service history and I don't know what's been done on it. So it is a good idea, in my opinion, to change the water pump whilst I'm doing other things. This is good because it's got a metal impeller as well. Some of them have plastic. I think I'd rather have metal for peace of mind, and it's got cool black pulley on the front, so ideal. All the cars are getting some loving. What else have we got? So thermostat to go with the water pump, because why not? I've got to try and remember all the projects that I've got going on. So I've got the 530D that I'm doing that with. I've also got my 540 where I'm basically fixing the things that were mentioned on the MOT. And then also the 4.6 V8 that's in the garage at the moment needed some parts to continue with the project. So this will go on the inlet manifolds. This is part of the CCV system. And what's in here? So this is also part of that system. So this is the oil separator that sits behind the timing case on the front of the engine. So once I've got these bits installed, I should be able to get most of the timing chain gear, the guides on and rebuilt and getting ready to put in the car. So I can actually crack on now. So brilliant, really happy. It's going to be a busy Christmas. A lot of people are very inclined to use genuine parts on their cars, which is, you know, there's nothing wrong with that at all, and a lot of people and mechanics would probably advise that. However, I am a big advocate for quality aftermarket parts, that if you do some research, especially with Fibby Bilstein, you will see that they actually do a lot of research themselves and development with their parts. So I have absolutely no hesitation whatsoever using their parts, because I know how well made they are. And there's just little things as well, like where they show you, well, sorry, they give you like a little sticker to put on to tell you when your belt was last changed. They give you really good instructions on how to actually install all of it yourself. If you're not confident, obviously I'd recommend going to a mechanic and getting them to do the work. But if you are confident and you know what you're doing with a spanner, it's fairly easy and straightforward to follow instructions like this. And yeah, honestly, although, you know, it's clear they've given me these parts to use on my cars, I wouldn't use them unless I thought they were top quality. So yeah, I mean, definitely recommend them.